Ron wants Sam to feel alone. He doesn't want anybody on her side. He wants them on his side. And them not being on his side might make him feel like maybe he was in the wrong. And he doesn't believe he is ever in the wrong. Hi, I'm Ray Arcade. Welcome to my channel. The last time we were at the Jersey Shore house, Ronnie and Sammi's relationship hit an all-time low, ending with Ron destroying all of Sam's stuff, forcing her to make the tough decision to leave the Jersey Shore. What will happen next? Take my hand as we find out on this Jersey Shore retrospective. Today we are covering Season 3, Episode 8 called The Great Depression, and it premiered on February 17th, 2011. Don't forget to stick around until the end of the video where I'll be reading one of your comments, and I'm almost at 700 subscribers. So if you can subscribe, that'd be nice. Thank you. We open up on Ron, and he's having a case of the sads. He's saying how he regrets everything he did to Sam. He can barely look at himself in the mirror. And it's interesting that he only feels this way after his terrible behavior forced Sam to leave because he was treating her like a piece of garbage. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Every rose has its thorn. You know what? I think those are two different songs. Anyway, Mike takes it upon himself to try to give Ron a pep talk to make him feel better.
Life goes on, man. You know what I mean? No matter what. Time keeps ticking. And if you don't keep going, you get left behind. You know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Life's not cookie cutter. I'd rather die standing than live on my knees. You know? That shit's a good one. That's a good one.
It's very clear Mike just loves listening to himself talk. And inadvertently, he does help Ron stop crying because Ron seems so caught off guard by how dumb Mike is. It distracts him from his feelings. We see Sam arrive at home and she's talking to her mom.
I'm not healthy, and that's why I'm here right now.
And you're not healthy, and that's not a healthy relationship. Loving somebody, don't treat each other like that.
That's right.
There's no happiness. It's not meant to be. All right?
I love Ron. I care for him so much, but I can't. I don't know how to let somebody, abuse me that way.
I'm not trying to shade Sam's mom. She very clearly loves her daughter. She's crying while comforting her, and she seems like a great mom. But if I had a daughter and she told me what Ron did, I would not be as nearly as calm. I am glad, though, that Sam is calling what Ron did to her abuse because I think maybe she was a little hesitant to use that, maybe to not sound dramatic or make it seem overblown, but it is, and she's calling it what it is. I think that's good. Ron's moping around the shore house. He goes to the girls' room where Jenny, Deena, and Snooki are all congregating. He's like a lost little puppy, and he's very clearly trying to seek comfort from them, but they are all super annoyed with him. And they told him if he did to them what he did to Sam, they would leave too.
Fucked up, huh?
For her to have that big of a decision to leave like that, yeah.
I feel like I destroyed the relationship.
Did you want the relationship?
I've definitely realized that I lost something good now. And it's don't give me dirty looks, Snook fight.
Good for you, Snooki. You give him those dirty looks. To lighten the mood a little, the Meatballs decide to pull a prank on Vinnie, which is just shoving cake in his face. In the confessional, Vinnie's talking about how stupid the Meatballs are, but they outplay him, okay? They shove themselves under their beds because they're basically like life-size Barbie dolls. Meanwhile, Vinnie and Polly grab one of those nasty potty pads that Jenny's been using for her dogs, and they, grab a piece of poop off of it, put it in a bag, and stick holes in it. They put it under Deena's pillow.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That'll be there for weeks.
Yeah, buddy.
I feel like I know where it is, you fuck.
I'm here, bitches. I see it.
So, for bragging about how smart he thinks he is and how stupid he thinks the Meatballs are, he gets outsmarted by two little cute troll dolls hiding under beds.
You want the baby boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in. Troll toll. What'd you say?
Vinnie's mad, so he steals Nicole's crocodile. And if you want, you can buy your own crocodile from the Shore Store website for $40. You can decide if you think that is a good price tag or not. Vinnie is so messed up here because he's so bitter he had to steal Nicole's precious little crocodile, and he executes him. Snooki comes in her room and she immediately knows his crocodile is gone, and she starts looking for him. And for some reason, I just think this whole sequence is cute of Snooki looking for her little stuffy.
Where's Crocodile? He's missing! I'm gonna cry. Did you take Crocodile? Maybe I misplaced it somewhere. Croc?
She eventually finds Croc hanging from a string off the balcony. She found it with the assistance from Mike, and Vinnie's butt hurt that Mike sold her out. Ron is moping around at work like a little bitch. Back at the house, they're having toilet problems.
Did either of you use the bathroom? Just like
that was actually Ronnie. He clogged the upstairs one, he clogged that one.
Now that one won't flush.
Which one won't flush?
All three of them.
I have to take a crap. The toilet is clogged because I live with farm animals.
So not only does Ron make his shit everybody's problem metaphorically, he also makes it everybody's problem literally, as if he couldn't get more disgusting. Ron is full on having the biggest pity party ever. It's like he had this beautiful birthday cake, and he decided for some reason he was going to step all over that birthday cake, and now he's crying because he wants to eat some birthday cake.
Oh my God, I have to poop so bad. Who's in the bathroom?
I really don't know at this point. I don't know what to do.
Got a 20 turtle in my pants.
Ron gets back home after work and he orders Sam's sister for her birthday 3 days worth of roses, and he also orders Sam roses as well. The roommates devise a plan to help Ronnie move on from Sam. I don't think they should help him at all, but they sneak him out of the house while the girls move all of Sam's stuff downstairs so he's not looking at it in the room. Unfortunately, they forgot a bag of Sam's stuff, and Ron finds it. He's very confused because he can't figure out if the girls moved her stuff or if Sam came back and got her stuff and she's like, gone. And he's pissed, but it's like, you're not entitled to any information about what's going on with Sam at this point. Like, boo-hoo, get over it. Jenny calls Sam, but Ron walks in at the same time and overhears it, so it's kind of awkward. So she rushes off the phone with her, and Ron is so mad that Sam has girls who support her.
Jenny's on the phone, and I hear, oh, hey, Sam. Then she gets all quiet.
Is something going on? No, he's right here.
I mean, obviously, the girls take Sam's side. They're like, they got their little girl code. 3 weeks ago, there was no girls. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't all of a sudden develop some girl code.
Ron wants Sam to feel alone. He doesn't want anybody on her side. He wants them on his side. And them not being on his side might make him feel like maybe he was in the wrong. And he doesn't believe he is ever in the wrong. And also, if there's one thing that unifies women together, it's a man treating a woman like shit. Like, I could hate a girl, and if she was treated the way Sam was treated, hell no would you ever catch me defending that man. Hell no. Deena is constipated, and I'm really only including this because I, too, sometimes cannot poop for days. I think more people need to talk about it. Because feeling bloated and just literally full of crap is the worst. So shout out to all of my constipated comrades, my poop-free pals, my straining sisters, my bowel-obstructed brothers. Shout out. Sam's sister calls the Shore House to thank Ron for the flowers, and Sam jumps on the phone. It's a weird conversation. I really wish Sam didn't talk to Ron at this point, but I'll get into my feelings on that a little bit later, like in a couple of episodes from now. Paulie finds a pair of dirty drawers on the floor in the bathroom downstairs.
Oh my God. I'm in the bathroom, getting fresh to death as I do, and I see these disgusting panties, and I'm like, wow, who the hell's panties are these? So I'm like, I need to investigate this.
I cannot figure out if it's period blood on the underwear or a shart. And Ronnie says he's glad he has a wiener, but it feels like it's a shart. So for a long time, people thought that these dirty drawers belonged to Deena because she picked them up and touched them. But we find out later, Snooki admitted on Jenny and Snooki, their show, that they were hers, and she let Deena take the fall for it on television. Poor Deena. I understand period panties. Who doesn't have a couple? And you know what? Even sometimes sharts happen. Hopefully not very often, but, once in your lifetime, sometimes a shart will happen. But you throw those away. This seems like it was a common occurrence for Snooki to be sharting in her underwear. Apparently, it was a very well-known fact. Snooki's hygiene on the show was abhorrent. Jenny used to have to beg her to take showers. Snooki would go out, party, wear the same, disgusting, dirty makeup and the dress she wore into bed. She'd wear it the next day, into the next night sometimes, and wouldn't shower. She wore those slippers she had everywhere. She wore them to work. She wore them all over the house. Then she'd get into bed with them. She's just nasty. And so her having shart underwear would not surprise me. We're back on Deena's constipation, and poor Deena. Her two big storylines this season so far are an accusation of butt eating and not being able to poop. It's a lot of butt stuff going on. Everybody's ribbing her and giving her crap. Pun.
I feel like everybody kind of gets on me a lot because I'm new and they say I have to get hazed and all this stuff.
She's mad now, stop.
MPD. Dude, she shouldn't be. She's like, I'm open. I don't care. I'll speak, but then you're going to get blasted.
I do feel like Deena didn't and kind of doesn't feel as secure on her place in the Jersey Shore because she wasn't in the OG season. And a lot of people look at her as Snooki light. Personally, I like Deena way more than I like Snooki. But I think being in that position, she kind of felt like she had to put up with a lot of crap. They go out to a club that night, and Paulie's ex-girlfriend, Gina, is there. Mike tries to do the robbery on Paulie's ex-girlfriend.
Yo, look at Mike. Mike just has no guy code whatsoever. He'll pull a robbery on your own ex-girlfriend. Wow. Girls that I make my girlfriend.
Something very interesting happens during this scene. The dancing, weird. The fondling, weird. The denial after the show ended by the producers that they had no idea recreational things were happening, even though this seems quite suspicious. Weird. The nose wiping? Weird. Let's slow that down a little bit. Okay, are you snorting when I am lining up? You get it? Ron's moving around the club, whatever. He keeps telling Snooki, I'm going to get her back. Snooki is just like, you guys need to stay broken up. Blah, 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 blah. You don't agree with me, so you're being nosy and immature, blah, 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 blah. Snooki's trying to find a man at the club. And everybody at Karma, she says, is a grenade. So she finds the little Mario brother as a last resort.
Let's go.
You don't even know my name.
Yeah, we're good. Yes, I do.
What is it?
So why don't you tell me? Tell me your name.
Snooki can not remember this guy's name, so she keeps making up names. She keeps calling him Bernard. The boys recognize Bernard, who was in the show a couple of episodes ago. He had been a part of the crew that came to collect Gina, the girl that Vinnie had been talking to. So they decide they're going to go upstairs and mess with him and Snooki.
Yo, I gotta take my girl out of the room right now.
Gotta
you know
go.
what I mean? My niece gotta go.
No fingerprint.
My niece. My niece.
Snooki sums the sex up as mid. She's ready to move on to the next one. Like, hit it and quit it. Anyway, she does end up marrying Bernard in a couple of years. She has some of his kids. Deena's being drunk and sloppy, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't get this way sometimes when I'm drunk. But Ron goes to comfort her, so that's nice, I guess.
Want to go home, Deena? Look at me. Listen. Don't let anybody get you down, no matter what. I'm down worse than you are. I'm giving you a pep talk right now.
I usually have thick skin, but like...
We're picking on you. You're like our baby sister that we never wanted. I'm gonna fuck you no matter what. I'm gonna fucking rip your fucking teddy bear that you love. That's what I'm gonna do.
Somehow he manages to be awful at comforting someone, too. He's like, you're sad. I'm sadder. You're like a little sister that I hate. But you know what? He's trying. He's confiding in Deena how he wants to go home, and Deena's trying to convince him to stay, but like, fuck it, girl. Let him leave. Let him go have a sad pity party in his own bedroom at home. But instead, he goes upstairs. He goes to bed, and he's just so heartbroken. Wah. And before we go to Ray's replies to replies, I just wanted to say happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms out there. You're doing amazing. And also, you're probably really hot, too. So congratulations and good job. This comment is from Summertime Sadness. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm really good at Lana Del Rey songs. 2293. I can't believe people watched this episode back in the day and still thought Sam was the problem. She wasn't perfect. She was very insecure, but Ron is a full-blown narcissist. The rest of the cast grew up and settled with family, while Ron is still stuck in the 2009 to 2012 era. Thank God Sam realized her worth and walked away before she wasted another 10 plus years on this broken man. The fact that he's been abusive to every girlfriend he's been with before and after Sam, we can see who the real problem is now. And now he's all over social media, possibly back using again. Makes a person wonder how he did get this far gone. I also think seeing Sam thrive today without him, with a great man, marriage, and finally a mother, is a constant reminder of what he lost. And he knows nobody is going to love him the way Sam once did. If he doesn't get the help he needs, he might be the first of the cast to go. He needs help before it's too late for the sake of his daughter. So I do plan on doing an updated Where Are They Now at the end of my OG season, and then I'll probably go into Family Vacation. But I did want to acknowledge I saw the clip of Ronnie during the press tour for the last season of Family Vacation, the one of him like nodding off. And I don't, I hate to speculate, but he's saying it's medication because he's in therapy and he's on medication. I've been on medication, okay, for anxiety and depression. In my early 20s, I was going through a lot. I do not remember. I was on Zoloft and Xanax. I do not remember at any point where I was like doing the leg rub and the nod. You know who I did see that do that a lot was some of my friends who were illegally taking OxyContin. Okay, it's if you've been around it, you know it. And I think that's very sad. And I hope Ron gets the help he needs. But just being in full denial on public, social media platforms is lame. I don't know. Don't blame it on medication people need because, somebody on Zoloft is not doing that. Somebody on antidepressants is not doing that. It's like making the drug look bad, not him being abusing drugs. I don't know. I don't like it. Okay, that's all. Thank you for joining me. I'm Ray Arcade. Until next time, stay crazy, stay wild.
Bye.